All right. Tracy's back in knitting podcast form. You may remember me from such films as I've never seen this person before, I've never watched her YouTube videos before, and this person is a complete stranger to me. Welcome. My name is Tracy. I am from New York. I am a beginner knitter. I am a junior software engineer. I'm a childcare specialist, and I am an improv comedy performer. So shout out to all of my coding, knitting, childcare uh, improvisers. Woo! I also I have a son. He's a cat. His name is Teddy. Um, I guess I knew that knitting was for me when I got a cat 15 years ago. I think that's how you know. Um, so today I wanted to go through my knitting stash. Um, I have a I have a thrift store that is like specifically for crafts that is nearest to me. And sometimes I'll go in there and I'll go into a fugue state and I'll come out with whatever I come out with. I try and when I go in there to look for yarns that are seasonally appropriate, um, natural fibers, and fit my color palette. So I'm very specific with my color choices. I am a light summer, and so there are some colors that will look flattering on me, and some colors that if you were to put them next to me, you might think to call a doctor because I look so ill. So I try and avoid those colors. So cool toned, lighter, brighter colors is probably what is going to mostly be featured. And before we get into it, I can show you what I'm wearing today, which is the Sadie sweater. The Sadie sweater? Yes, by Ozetta. And it is in Brooklyn Tweed's Loft in the color Snowbound. I like to keep my shirts pretty cropped. Uh, what an angle! Hey, the '90s is back, baby. Um, I'm 5'3", so I like to keep things pretty cropped. I'm also a big fan of the Kibbe styling system. And so I'm a flamboyant gamine, which means we like to keep things angular. We like to keep things short. So I, yeah, this was a pretty fun knit, pretty easy. I had to do the collar a bunch of times because I like to have a collar that's pretty close to the neck, but it wasn't springy enough to get it really tight. And so I had to keep frogging it to make sure it could fit over my head. But now that we've done that little intro, why don't we jump on into the video? Was that my share? I hope not. Wagon wheel Watusi. All right. So, as I said, I go into this thrift store and I come out and there are things in my bag that I'm meeting them for the first time. So why don't we just jump right into it? So first I have this mohair. So each ball is about 50 grams. And it's a blend of 85% mohair, 10% wool, and 9% nylon. I usually use the Knitting for Olive silk mohair. This one doesn't feel as soft. It also looks like it was kind of damaged. So I'm going to see what I can do with it. I mean, it's a decent amount. There is a let me get up my Ravelry, and I will go through some ideas that I have. I don't have ideas for all of them, but if you see a yarn and it inspires you, please let me know down below if you have a suggestion. But for this, I was thinking of doing, where is she? I was thinking of doing, found it, the Mist Sleeves by Helene Beba. I like a short dress. I like a 90s style A-line dress, and those dresses aren't necessarily great for the winter months, but I figure if I have like a cute little something to throw on over it, then I can make it work. So maybe we'll try and make it work with this. The next yarn, I have a lot of this. Because sometimes when you're in a thrift store, you don't see like a large quantity, a sweater quantity. I have big dreams of making a dress this year. So maybe I'll use this. This is French tweed, and it is 100% wool. And it is, let's see, 3 ounces. So we're going to be all over the place with like the information here because some of them have information and some of them don't. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 skeins. Yeah, so I was thinking of making there we go. Tracy, next time just write them down and be a little more organized. Never. We're fully vibe knitting here. I don't know how I feel about that phrase, but I'm using it. Here we are using it. I think I might like to make something like I've wanted to make for a while the City Dress by Tori Yu. I had planned to make it in, it's coming up, in a silk, but then I learned that the silk stretches out. And so I don't think that that will be the best choice for a more fitted dress. So maybe I'll do the City Dress with this since it's wool and I know it'll hold its shape and I can always block it to reshape it. And then for the other one, maybe another dress that's like a little bit more oversized so I don't have to worry about it stretching out. So we'll see. Oh God. So another mohair blend. Oh, this is the same brand. Did I say the other one? It doesn't matter. 78% mohair, 13% wool, 9% nylon. So again, it looks kind of damaged. So I'll see what I can do with it. But yeah, maybe I can hold it with something else. The core on this is so thick. So I guess I could use it by itself if I wanted to. Like I said, I'm used to the Knitting for Olive brand, which I think is a lace weight, so it's a much thinner core. But it was in my color palette, as you can see. I'm sure I can figure out something to do with it. I've been liking those shirts that they just use like one strand of mohair, so it's a little bit see-through. I think those are very cute, so maybe I'll try something like that. I love a crop moment, so honestly, we knit until we have no more yarn is how we play the game. The next thing I have is I have these 3 balls of, this is Jill Eaton Lamborino, and it is 75% merino, 25% lamb's wool, and that's it. 50 grams, and I have 3 balls. It's a worsted weight. I love this color, this bubblegum pink color. I don't know what I would make with it. It's a worsted weight, so maybe like a hat, maybe a fun hat, you know, something fun like a hat. Might be fun to make like a hat. So what's this one? Who can say? Feels like wool. Not a lot of it. Cream color. There you are. Oh, okay. Okay. Now I know. Now I've seen her sisters, and I have a better understanding. So these are all knitting for Olive. Um, these are the cotton merino. These two are the cotton merino, and then this is the regular merino. Yeah, it's a little bit thicker. So who can say what color this is? I bet y'all can. I bet y'all can say it immediately. Why don't we look it up right quick and see if we can find it? These were for a project that I did for one of the kids that I nanny for. He has a bunny, and he's had that bunny since he was a baby. So that bunny has some holes in it now, and it's a totally knit. Stuffy. So I went ahead and I bought some yarn to patch it up. Okay, so this is the color oatmeal. This must be like mint or something. But what is this? It's got to be just cream. Is it? I don't know. It looks a little bit like it's on the cooler side, and cream would be warmer, and I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare. I don't know. I can't find it, but it's very neutral color, so I don't know. These are obviously different weights, but I might throw some things together. I have an idea for a scrap yarn project that can use some colors that I might not necessarily normally wear, but I could incorporate them into this project. This is fun. This is one that's fun. You guys are going to have so much fun seeing this one. Look at it. Aww. So the color is called Gelato, and it's Clover Hill yarn. No, the color is not called Gelato. The brand is Gelato? Well, it's 40% cotton and 60% acrylic, made in Italy, 50 grams. It seems like maybe a DK weight. It doesn't say. I have four little balls. I've been wanting to make some sort of like bralette, because again, I love a cropped moment. So I think these would go well for that. You can wear it like under a blazer. I'm never going to be caught in the summer without anything over my sleeves. I'm too white for that. I need to have some sort of coverage. And sometimes you just can't carry a parasol everywhere. So yeah, if I were to make a little bralette with this, I would throw like some sort of linen something over it. But I think that would be so fun and festive. And I just love the little speckles in it. I love a speckled moment. This was just one skein, but I love this color, so I couldn't pass it up. The brand is Ice Yarn. It looks like a hockey logo. It is Cotton Light. It is 100% cotton, and it's 100 grams. Made in Turkey. Yeah, I would love to do another like little bralette moment with this. I've been looking for a bandeau as well. I didn't find any on Ravelry, so if you have any suggestions, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, I love this color. So I'm gonna find something to do with it. All right. We've got more mystery mohair. Ooh, this one's a little softer, but I'm sure it's that same brand. Um, so I have this has almost no information. 260 grams. It was $8 for this whole bag. Could you imagine? Amazing. So yeah, I don't know, maybe like another one of those like sweater moments. I don't tend towards like fuzzier fibers. It's not so much a matter of like, oh my god, what am I doing? I have to check that box on YouTube now to say it's 18 and over. So enjoy. You got that one for free. Um, I don't usually do like a fuzzy moment because again, I like the Kibbe system for me is something that brings me joy. It's one of those things that like if you like the colors that you like, if you like the clothes that you like, live, laugh, love. Live, laugh, wear those colors. But for me, it resonates with me. And so I do like maybe more of like a rustic, almost like stiffer fiber moment. But every once in a while, I can do like, a cardigan or a cute little sweater and might sort of like juxtapose it with something like a little more masculine to balance out like the hyper femininity of like that fuzzy pink look. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm also planning to do a like spring knits pattern. And so you'll probably see these, you'll definitely see these yarns again. When am I going to buy more yarn? That would be wild. If you see me purchasing more yarn, then you need to have me arrested because I don't need any more. But I'm going to like give some more thought as to like how I want to use these yarns. This one is not really in my color palette, but it was so cute and there were four balls, so it's enough to like do something. The brand is Filcatura di Crosa, Zara Muline. Filcatura di Crosa. I used to like practice singing opera, and my voice teacher said I had a terrible accent. She was not wrong, but she taught me to. I'm Italian American, so I feel like maybe I can do this. But she said if you do this motion, it'll help with your accent, and I found that it did. Filcatura di Crosa. So, there you go. That's another one for free. I'm just giving things out. What am I? Oprah? What am I? Tyra Banks giving you, a week's supply of Vaseline rolling on the floor? It's all free. Enjoy. This is 100% merino. It is, how many grams? It is there's no okay, it's backwards. This is grams 50, and that was obviously impossible for me to read. So 50 grams, so I have 200 grams here. So yeah, maybe some sort of, I don't know if I would another one for free. Oh, Tracy, stop it. There are families that knit. They don't appreciate this. I don't know that I would wear this color palette, so maybe I would save it for gifting. It'd be cute for socks too, but it's 100% merino. I've heard that doesn't hold up very well. I haven't really gotten into sock knitting, but I do have some wool nylon blends that I think would go better for that. So I don't know. It's nice. It's here. I don't know what I'm going to do, but here it is. That's one bin done, baby. But we got a whole nother bin to go. If I was editing this video, that would be where I would transition to the next portion. But I'm not really dedicated to editing this video, so that's what you get. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. So most of that was from the thrift store. This is kind of a mix of the thrift store and I'd say mostly knitting for Olive. I recently branched out to Brooklyn Tweed, and also I'm currently knitting. My current whip is with Noro Ito, and I'm making the what am I making? Who can say? I'm making the port jacket, which is also by Ozetta, and my son is currently on it, so there's absolutely no way for me to show you that jacket. But here's the yarn. It's very nice. It's very pretty. I'll show that to you when it's done. Great. So I have some. This is a sock yarn. Do I have another one that has the information? Probably not. What is this, an organized video? Oh my gosh. Moving that totally changed the color. Sorry. I'm hoping to eventually get better sound for sure, and also figure out better lighting and a better camera and maybe a better host for this video. Big things are coming. Teddy, if you want to. Oh my God. It's so cute. Oh my God. All right. So this is a sock yarn. It is, I think it's like an 80-20, something like that. And this is a gift from my mother-in-law. Yeah, so like I said, I haven't really gotten into sock knitting too much, but I have enough that I can give it a whirl. So I'll definitely be doing that. And actually, so this is the same yarn. I dyed this myself with Rit dye in the color purple, and it still has some what would you call that? Variegation color, different colors. It's got different colors. I figured that with this color, I can actually make a summer top with it. Whereas this one, I don't know that I would necessarily wear this color on its own, but this one, fun. That's fun. So we'll see what's gonna happen. This is oh, these are so cute. So this is another one that was a gift from my mother-in-law. This is Mad Tosh hand-dyed yarn in the color Toasted Sugar. It is 100% merino wool. It's like a peachy base, and then it has some green and some brown speckles in it. I'm really interested to see how this knits up. Dyed by hand in Texas from wool ethically sourced in South Africa. Fun. And that's madelinetosh.com. So this is really cute. Again, I don't know that it's something that I would like wear close to the face. This is just a test. You don't have to call a doctor. I'm not sick. I don't even know that this camera can show. It's still light though. I think like if it's light, it can work. But if it's cool, it is optimal. So again, not sure what I'm going to make with this, but I do want to see how it'll knit up. Since it's 100% merino wool, maybe I can make something for someone else. Think about other people for once, Tracy. She's so selfish. Oh, okay. This is another gifted one. This is so fun. Yeah, so this is a little fuzzy wuzzy. I'm like not big into amigurumi. I can certainly like gift it to one of the kids that I watch, but I also had an idea to make, let's see if we can find it now. this bag, it's a free pattern on Ravelry. And there it is. It's called the Dumpling Bag by Jeannie Lee. And it requires 165 yards. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna make it. Maybe it'll end up just being a pouch. Who can say? But I think this would be such a fun little bag. So we'll see. We'll see how much I can get out of it. This came with no information. I'm sure it's acrylic, maybe some cotton in there, but that's what I got. Yeah, I don't know. What would you make with this? A Muppet? I can make a Muppet. Maybe I'll make a Muppet. You guys want to hear my impressions of, you know what? It's not that kind of video. It's not that kind of video. This is the same wool nylon blend. Again, I dyed it with is this the same? They feel so different. Well, I think they're the same. I think I must have like unwound this one. Anyway, the point is that I dyed it purple because I'm really into purple right now. They're different in terms of like how long I let them sit for, but I might do some sort of like switching off if I'm using both of them. These are the same. They're the same. They feel very different, but maybe I, like switch off every couple of rows to get it a little bit more consistent. But I can definitely see myself like doing like a top or something with this. Okay, so I went to town when I ordered from Knitting for Olive. When I ordered those things for that kid's bunny, I said, I'm such a good person for doing this. In fact, I'm so good that I deserve a little treat. And so my little treat was so much yarn. I was getting ready for my spring and summer knits, and this was before the thrift. So it's not jail because this was before the thrift. And I also bought these. This is these were the ones that I wanted to make the dress out of. Again, I'm always doing a short dress, so I don't need a ridiculous amount of yarn. But I was thinking for this one, since I can't do the city dress, since I think it might stretch out too much, for this one, I was thinking of doing either the Breeze by Megumi Sawada or the All Good Dress by Magdalena Parker. And that one I would shorten for sure. But both of those I think are good for the summer for me. So this is Knitting for Olive, pure silk in the color Poppy Blue. And like I said, I want something that's going to cover my sleeves. So both of those dresses do that. The city dress does not, but it's so cute. So maybe that'll be like a night on the town dress. So I'll have to see, but I think like one of those two that I mentioned for this silk yarn. And then these are just going to be a bunch of crop tops. I'm so excited. I think this goes with the partner was there at some point. This is Knitting for Olive Cotton Merino in soft mint. So I have basically two balls of this. And yeah, we're going for bralettes. We're going for crop tops. We're going for bandeaus if we could find some sort of pattern that works. And this is also the cotton merino in the color Blueberry Ice Cream. So it reads to me more more purpley than it does blue, but it's definitely like a gorgeous, cool toned. I'm showing this camera as if anything is going to really show up. It's the computer camera. We need to level up. And then this is the color Japanese anemone. Anemone. So again, it's like kind of a bubblegummy pink with a blue undertone. So I can't wait to knit these up. This is going to be my first year knitting summer tops. I know that people are divided on them. I think I'll get a lot of wear out of them. We'll see. I've heard that they can be a little bit of a slog because the yarn is so thin. So I'll just have to be careful with that. But it's nice to not knit sleeves, right? Am I right? Am I right, ladies? Anyway. So some of these now are some yarns. These were leftovers from when I was knitting hats for the kids I nanny for. I let them choose the colors, and for the older one, I let him design the hat he wanted, which ended up with me doing intarsia for mostly an entire hat, which was it was a lot. I basically had like a carousel of yarns around me and just had to rotate them every like couple of every few rows, which was a learning experience. So this is also the color poppy blue, but it is the merino wool. So maybe a hat. No, we're just throwing out guesses here now. I mean, I have a lot of tops that I'm really interested in making, so I'm gonna put out that like spring knit ideas, and I'm sure I'll get inspired from there. So this is the color quince, quince, no, quince, quinceanera. I've never experienced that quite. But I knit my husband a hat in like the clover green color, and it came out really cute. So might do the same thing with this, although it's held double. I don't know. Oh, that's what it was. My scrap yarn project is this. I'm never going to be able to find it because I just for some reason took it off of my favorites. So let's see. Cardigan. Will that yield what I'm looking for? Crochet. Okay, yes. It is the Rose Garden Jacket by Tanya Skalozub. And it is so cute. It's a crochet pattern. I started the fiber arts with crocheting. And so it seems like you make a lot of these cute little flowers. And yeah, you can put it all together in a little... I completely lost my energy. I felt that in that moment. Tracy, what are you talking about? For whom? It is a cardigan in which I can use a lot of these colors that I think I probably wouldn't knit up like an actual top for myself. But if I had, some little flowers in this color, I think it would help to make the garment pop. So I'm hoping to do that at some point. I made the Monday sweater in Knitting for Olive merino held with a soft silk mohair in the color Dusty Aqua. This is what I have left over. It is one of my most worn sweaters. It's very comfortable. I enjoy it a lot. And get that energy up, girl. Let's go. We are 34 minutes in. We need to entertain. We need valuetainment. So I've got a little more scrap yarn. I made the petite knit weekend pullover with this. At some point, I'm going to show the knits that I made. It's not a lot, but I'm proud of what I made. It's nice. It's fun. So this is what I have left over. This was another thrift store purchase. It's Patton's SWS, and it is 70% wool, 30% soy. It's very slippery. And so when I tried to like swatch it by itself, I found it pretty hard to work with, probably because of the soy. And so I held it with Drops Kid Silk in the color. I mean, if it's not navy, I'll eat my hat. Well, it's color 28. All right, I guess I'll be eating my hat. I prefer knitting for Olive in terms of the kid silk mohair. This, what I found interesting about it is the core. I don't know if you can see this, but the core is, oh, you could just see it here. The core is white. And so that doesn't necessarily work with this color because it's so dark. And so I found that because this blue is a little bit lighter, it kind of hid that, or it gave it like almost maybe like a slight marled effect. But yeah, that's something to keep in mind if you're looking at drops. I don't know how well it showed up on the website, but you can definitely see the core here. So if you're looking to have like a more solid color, if you're going with drop silk, I would recommend going for a lighter color so it blends better. I just put it in the pile. And I've got some leftover knitting for Olive heavy merino in the color coal. I made the petite knit, not the scarf, but the shawl. And I made it for a friend. And at the end of it, I made these, if you know Studio Ghibli, I made the kurosuke, which are those little like soot characters. And I put one on each of the ends. So I'll have to send a picture of that because it came out really cute. So this will just be, for some projects. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna wear this color. I'm not gonna wear this color. Don't get it twisted, man. So these were some other. Here, let's just group all of these together. These are things that I could probably make like another like little scarf or something with this. And these were from the thrift store as well. This is like a teeny bit left of, I want to say it's Mushroom Rose. It's the Knitting for Olive merino. I made the stripe hype dress. I modified it so that it was sleeveless and it was short. And I did it in sort of like a pink, purple, and like neutral toned color palette. This is a Brooklyn tweed that I got from the thrift store. I made another, Sophie scarf. That's what it is. Sophie scarf. And this is what's left over. It's obviously this. I don't know why it is. I think I tried a sock. I tried to start a sock and then I said no. And also I need this yarn. Oh, this is going so well. So, okay, here we go. And then we're nearing the end. This was another thrift store purchase. This was my first time with the thrift store before I like really had an idea of what I wanted to knit, how I wanted it to look. I think this is fine. Again, it's enough to like probably make a shirt or like a cute old crop sweater. It feels like cotton, tastes like cotton. So yeah, again, it didn't come with any information. So maybe I'll just try it out and see how far I get. This would be another one that would be cute for that dumpling pouch. So maybe I would try that as well. And then we've got more wool that came from the thrift store. And did I already make something with this. I think I tried to make the weekend vest with this, but because that core, you remember it, but I'll show you again. Because that core was so bright, it you could really see it with this darker color. So we forgot, but it's nice wool. It's nice. It's very nice wool. That's my Liza. You like the wool? Well, you gotta like the wool. I love this wool so much it makes me want to dance. That's that. I don't know. Falsy. You're gonna. So we're almost done. We're almost done, you guys. These more thrift store purchases. This is a really nice color. I like this color. And then this was her friend. And this is Maratona. 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 In 50-gram balls each, 100% extra fine merinos. So there's more than one merino. Yeah, so again, probably like a scarf for me for this one. And a scarf for someone else for this one. And that's it, y'all. Can you believe it? 40 minutes later, and we're already done. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that the sound and video quality is decent enough for me to put this on the internet. And I hope to make more videos. So look forward to those. And let me know if you have any ideas for these yarns. I'd love to hear it. Looking to be part of the community. So yeah, drop a comment and say hi. Okay, let's go, Liza. I don't know who that was. Let me know down below if you know who that was. I don't. All right. Bye, everyone. And if I was editing, it would be over there, but now it's over. Oh, there's the color we learned to love. Full circle. Have a good day.